Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is the last video that I'm gonna be recording for you all in this beginning of the year series, and yes, I am going to be giving you guys a little tour of my bullet journals of last year. Both are from Notebook Therapy, both in white. They both had a like golden hedges. This one had like little flowers on it, but obviously we cannot like read them because I used it. And I'm very satisfied with those notebooks, obviously, because I ended up buying again from Notebook Therapy this year for my current bullet journal, which is this one, which has like the golden hedge with like the little kitties and everything. But we're not here to talk about my my current yearly bullet journal. There you go. We're here to talk about those ones. So if you're new to my channel, let me briefly explain what happened with those journal. A year ago, I I was doing bullet journal videos. This was my 2021 bullet journal, and all of my themes were video game related. So for example, this one was like Breath of the Wild / Skyward Sword, Cozy Grove, Ace Attorney, Persona 5, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, etc. So they were all yes, they were all bullet journals, exactly, but they were all video game related. And normally I put a lot of work and effort just working on those themes, but it took me so freaking long to edit, to record. I wanted to have like a specific aesthetic in mind for my videos. But please keep in mind that I was also streaming at the same time, taking commissions, working on my comic books. I had too much stuff. So for 2022, I decided that I will not be recording a single video in order to, get my creative essence back, if that makes sense. So those were like more personal theme. I just didn't want to really think about it. But I did give myself a challenge, and that challenge was to only use pink. Well, not really only use pink, but pink would be the main color palette, if that makes sense. So let's open my first half of 2022 journal. So all of my journals are named, and I go in in order of the alphabet. So this one's name is Dakota. I forgot to glue those first two pages. We have my greetings cheat sheet, my index, future log. Everything is like pretty normal. I didn't want it to give myself too much of a specific thing. I printed a bunch of like those paper, like those grid paper that I made myself, to put them a little bit everywhere. And yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much pink only. I have my goals over there. Maybe I can like read some of them. So keep in mind, I didn't have a job. I was still streaming on Twitch. I was still taking commissions, and I was burned out. So my focus and priority at the beginning of 2022 was to find a routine, have motivation again for my hobbies and just like cooking in general, because I wasn't cooking anymore. Cleaning my office at least 20 minutes a day. Some affirmations that I shouldn't stress myself for money because, my husband has a very good job. The pandemic is gonna end one day. If I try, it doesn't mean that I failed, and just have fun with my streams. So this was the energy I was in starting 2022. And I really like this quote. I wish that I like put this thing a little bit down because I have like this huge negative space here. The best time for new beginning is now. Super cute. Oh my god, yes! My first theme was a tarot card theme. Past, present, and future. Because I don't know, I don't remember what I was thinking while I was making this tarot card theme, but I guess I was trying to be more spiritual, or something. I don't know. Again, with this Dutch Dory, calendar thing. I love this format for like the calendar and just like writing down everything. Um yeah. Oh, I wanted to like I wanted to play would we play the right word? I don't think so, but anyway, I wanted like to pick a card every single day and I wanted to write down which card that I had every single day, but I didn't keep up with it, obviously. Um yeah, those are pretty basic, you know, weeklies. You can see that I kind of like gave up there. My memories. Chaotic month, didn't find a part-time job, wasn't super productive. I still feel burnout and I don't have any creative energy. But series were going good. I had a sponsored with a company called The Hoodie, which is the little thing I'm wearing there. And I got sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends for my streams as well. It's kind of funny. Oh my god, this is what my setup used to look like. Oh my goodness. I love looking back on my journal right when the year end, because you know I can see the whole progress and what was happening. And it's nice to just like reflect on that, you know. All right, so February was this kind of like peg board team. I remember I had a lot of fun with this one, like a lot of fun. Um, oh, I like this weekly. I really like this one. It's really cute. Oh, and this one too. This one's adorable. Oh my goodness. So I think that mainly for those team, I was only using my Crayola SuperTips. I didn't have my Tombow Brush Pen yet. But, yeah. Alright, my review is I'm super tired. I'm very slow on my project. Oh yeah, I was part of the Nintendo Fest. 2 sponsor stream. I was hired back at my old job. Oh my god, this theme brought me a lot of challenges. Why did I decide to do a freaking hummingbird theme? They were so hard to draw, especially because I was still in the mindset of like only using pink and maybe one accent color. Oh my goodness. But those flowers, those lilies that I drew everywhere, so good. I'm very proud of that. Oh, this is where I started my grateful everyday um spread. And I keep on making those grateful or gratitude pages ever since, because I was able to find something positive every day, because as you saw back in January and February, I was kind of like in a negative mindset. So just like finding something positive out of there, it was really fun. Oh yeah, spring cleaning. And I actually did it. Oh my god. If you guys need to learn one thing about me, is that I like when everything is like clean, but I have such trouble to like make it happen, if that makes sense. Oh my god, those birds. Gosh darn. Well, I think I got brand new pens there, because you can see that like I don't know. I can see a difference between like in the line art of this spread and this spread too. This is where Rune Factory 5 released. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm never drawing birds again. Ever, ever, ever. Maybe one day again, but I don't think so. Month really stressful. I finished half of my comic book project. Oh, I was hired for the day camp in March. Oh my god. And I went to a lot of like doc office appointment, not office appointment, doctor's appointment, and obviously spring cleaning, big cleaning time. But oh my god. I think I put this picture to like make me remember that she's a cutie, because that is solely something that Sunny would do. Oh yes. This theme, I feel like I'm gonna see that a lot during this flip through, but I think this theme is definitely my favorite. Obviously, it's inspired from Cardcaptor Sakura. You will have all the strength you need inside, and you have a future only you can create. So it was like a cherry blossom theme with like accents of Cardcaptor Sakura, because obviously I already did, I should say, a full-on year full of pop culture references, specifically video games. So I didn't want it to get into something very specific, hence why I focused more on like the cherry blossoms. And it's also cherry blossom season in Japan as well in April, so it makes a lot of sense. Oh my god. Yeah, those are definitely my favorite spreads. The greatest happiness for me is to let the person I most like have the most happiness. Oh, that's a quote from Tomoyo. Kero and Spinel-san. You guys know what, you now know where I get the references for the name for my cat. So this is obviously Kerobero. This is obviously Spinel-san. So Sunny and Kero. It's kind of funny because, you know, Kero is a black kitty and Sunny is like a calico. So it's almost like they switch palette too. Obviously I had to draw my girly Sakura. This is a beautiful drawing. Kero is a little bit cursed over there, but you know, it is what it is. And what a beautiful tree that I drew. I didn't have Tombow Brush Pen. I only did that with like mirror, like pencil color, markers, I should say. Like, I'm very proud of myself here. Please go. Plans. Oh yeah, that was a release of my book. So I finished my comic book about my depression and my anxiety. I also finished my webcomic about autism that I want to make a full-fledged book at some point. I Am Dead. And I also saw Erin, one of my mods, for the first time. It was such a nice time. Oh my god. I went to the theater for the first time in forever. I got sponsored by Javi. Yes, I remember. I started cooking again. And we also started gardening, me and Tony. Oh my, Tony is so dead in there. Goodness. Aha! After this huge, like very colorful team, I just wanted to go for something simplistic. I had another idea in mind, hence why you see like a cutted thing over here. So we did lilies. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we did three. I should say. I don't know why I'm saying we. I did three floral teams in a row. So I did lilies, sakuras, and now I was doing tulip. No wonder why I was like so burned out of making flowers and teams. I keep making flowers. Flowers always make people better. True. True. Yeah, this is the team I am the least proud of. But I knew I was about to be busy at the same time, so I didn't want to like to overcomplicate things and like, I don't know. I'm not really proud of this team. What is this spread? It doesn't fit at all. I like the idea, but it doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't fit. I'm stressed, but the comic book convention went super well. Oh yeah, it was a mermaid challenge. It was a mermaid challenge too. And my goal was to make 10 of them. I started taking vitamins to walk, and we also got COVID this month. We also got COVID. Here we are working on our garden. This was at FBDM. Oh my god, we also had this huge storm at the same time. My book! Going by train for the first time. Also got switchboard. I don't know why I put this picture. I guess I was really proud of like how I looked. Oh, I love this team. I knew I would say it all the time, but it's also one of my favorite team that I did last year. So it's a butterfly team, but I want it to be kind of like a sunset-ish team mixed with like the shadows of the butterfly. And also, I was also watching this show called Queendom. It's like a K-pop show where different groups would like um compete against each other to get like a big concert at the end that would be like all paid, not paid by the company. And there was this group that I really like that season, which is Luna. Um, Now this group is not going so well, so I'm very like all this team is a reference to this group because they made this beautiful song called Butterfly, flying from your own wings, and oh, I really like this. Um, and yeah, it's a K-pop group that I really like, and yeah, I would be very sad if they disband, but you know, every good thing has an end, isn't it? Oh yeah, I started the pre-camps. Oh my goodness. I also really like this spread. And this is a like a quote from the song Butterfly that they did. I can feel it coming, a marriage with wings. How is it true now? And oh, there you go. Ah, I really like what I did with this one with like all the cute little butterflies. Lots of preparation, but new friends at the day camp. I stopped streaming and work on my Patreon. Oh yeah, we raised $500 for Games for Love. I was really proud of working on a patio, and I had some dates with Tony. And I feel like I didn't realize it at this point, but just because I was like going out of my environment, I started to feel so much more creative in my journal and everything. I think it's not that like streaming brought me to a point where like I didn't feel creative at all anymore. It's just like I was in my room in my office 24/7. So obviously I would start feeling less creative because I was not going out at all and burning down and everything. Um so I don't like saying this because I love streaming, and even now working as a teacher, I really miss streaming a lot. But I think it was a good thing for me that I stopped to start working at day camps, and now look at me go. I'm a teacher now. So my 6 month review. So I like doing this kind of thing where I try to see um what is going on the outside and what is going on inside of my head, like how I feel about myself, about my job, and my relation with others. My therapist told me, like when I used to see her, that doing this kind of thing like every month or so could really help me, like looking back and like try to not be too negative about myself. And I don't want to do it every month. I only do it like twice a year or so. Um, and I really like doing those things. I started eating healthier again. I was like exercising and walking. I wasn't feeling as tired. Um, I had a average of 25 viewer on Twitch. Um, I was working part time. Uh, And oh yeah, they told me I will be working full-time at the next fall. Oops. I've felt more motivated to work on my comic books, meet up with Erin and Jennifer for real. My beginning of the year was really stressful. Tony started working. I wasn't stressed for the money again. I released my comic book. Although it's kind of like when I was in Montreal, my comic book convention, that I realized that like, COVID and like the pandemic in general really like burned down my savings that I had before, so I needed to find another job, which was perfect because I started working at the day camp, started to see my friends again. So this is just like goals, my new focus, etc. I'm not gonna go into all of this. Oh, planning for my other journal. Oh, and a quote: focus on growth rather than perfection. Ah, this resonates so much with me right now. So this is the end of my first half of 2022 journal. I see we're already 20 minutes deep. I'm gonna try to go a little bit faster on this one. So this is gonna be July from December. This journal's name is Elan, and I didn't really have a theme at the beginning of this journal except like making everything pink, but I love the design of those flowers of the edges. So I decided like to pick those flowers again, to make a theme out of it. So I'm just gonna go like very quick about this because it's pretty much like the same setup, not necessarily the same layout. But it pretty much says the same thing, pretty much have the same thing everywhere. Goals and plans. When you focus on the good gets better. Yes, that is very true. Ah! Okay, never mind. So I think my top 3 teams. First one, July, with the Strawberry Shortcake team. Then Cardcaptor Sakura. Then the Butterfly team. I finally started using Tombow Brush Pen, and this is the best thing that ever happened to my journal because this is the best thing I ever did. Like, I just love the lettering and like the effect that I did. And also, July is my birth month, so I don't know why I never had the idea of just making like a cake theme before, but now I did. And I had so much fun working on this theme. It was so fun. Everything like has like a hidden cake, so you can see the cake icing over there. Obviously, this is a straight up cake. No calories, only happiness. Oh, mood. Big mood. I just love this theme. Oh, yes. I think this is my favorite weekly. It's a smile with a frosting on it. True. So every time you open the cake, we eat like a part of it, and it's also my weekly. Like that. Isn't it cool? I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. Yes, working at the day camp was way more hard than I thought. I would work like starting 7:30 a.m. until like 5:30. I would get at home around like 6 p.m. and as soon as I would get home, I would like fall asleep. Yeah, I just slept a lot that month. It was the best summer ever for sure. And I also went for to a chalet for the first time, and this was the view that we had. We did a little firewood camp with people at work. Tony started going LARPing again, so he would dress up a lot. So this was a picture of him cooking or doing the dishes in his suit of armor. Oh goodness, it was so much fun. I really like this tea, but it kind of also feels a little bit like sad at the same time, melancholic when I'm looking at it, because I was supposed to go on a trip that month. Hence why I did a whole Westphalia team. I was supposed to go to Toronto and meet up with my friend Crystal and help out my friend Eve to a very, very big convention called Anime North. It's like one of the biggest anime convention in Canada. And I was supposed to go help him out and like spend some time in Toronto because I never been to Toronto. But as you can see, here, I started working at the school that I'm working at. I'm just blurring down the name of the school that I'm working, just so you know I don't obviously dox myself. And here's a bunch of memories from the day camp, a ton of pictures that I took. I really like this weekly. This one is really cute. Of course, I did a little Instamax Polaroid thing, and this was my whole budget for when I was going on a trip. But then I learned, yes, 22nd, I learned the same week I would start working as a teacher. Oh, I felt so bad for my friend because he ended up going to this convention like all alone. But like, I couldn't get past this opportunity, obviously. I didn't have any time at all to work on any art or comic book. It was the end of the day camp, but I found a job at the school I'm working. I didn't have any break. That was rough, and that bite me in the butt for sure when I started working, because I think the day that the day camp stopped, the next day afterward, or I maybe had like 1 day of a break, I started working at the school. So it was really rough and it really bite my ass, my booty, I mean, at the end of the year. But oh, I really like this theme too. Oh, I just gonna choose like my top 3. This one is really like important for me because this is why I start creating Pumpkin, which is my little kitty cat creature. I think it's called Nekomata. I wanted to do the Venus on the pumpkin spice latte cup logo thingy, but I ended up making this cat instead, and it kind of like became my new mascot for my journal and also my online shop. It didn't have a name, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna call it Pumpkin because it's from the pumpkin spice latte. And I didn't know at the time that there was actually a Japanese yokai called Nekomata that was pretty much a cat with a tail that is split in half. So, yeah, so you can see here, I started making stickers of pumpkin and everything. Ooh. Oh. So I was so busy with school, so busy that I barely had the time to fill up my journal. Oh my god, yes. Okay, you know what? Top 5 of the teams. Strawberry shortcake, Carpaccio Sakura, pumpkin spice latte, Mean Girl journal, and then the butterfly team. I never know, like, I don't know why I never thought of making a Mean Girls team, like a burn book team. This was so good. I love like, just like, cutting down like lined paper and just like put it in my journal. It's such like a good style. I love it. Like, especially this spread. Oh, this spread's so good. It is so freaking good. This one is amazing too. See, this thing, it works well now with this team because it's a little bit like going everywhere. Ooh. See, this is what I meant by I didn't have the time to fill up my journal because I was just so busy and like so tired. November. I like this theme, but I feel like it's kind of like of a flop because the hidden team. No, first off, the theme that you guys gonna see is like a flamenco slash Spain theme. The hidden theme there is a Pokemon theme because it was the release of the brand new Pokemon generation on Switch, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and the inspiration from that Pokemon world in that game was inspired by Spain. So I wanted to do something that was Spain-like, but except for flamenco, I didn't know nothing about Spain. So this theme kind of became some sort of travel journal, but a fake travel journal because I actually never been to Europe at all. You can even start seeing that like I would write down my work schedule, but nothing else because I was just so burned out. And again, I didn't fill that up at all. And here we are, December, mistletoe and Christmas light theme, with some quote from Émile Nelligan, I think his name. Ah, comme la neige a neigé, ma vitre est un jardin de givre. So, like the snow has snowed, my window is a mist garden, I guess. That would be the translation. Again, very, very busy for the month of December, obviously because of gift, Christmas, but also it was the Christmas vacation that would start at work, so I had like a lot of things to do before going vacation. Very basic and boring spread, but this is where I was at the time. And I did fill up this thing, but I didn't have any memories because you'll see the end of the year spreads that are full of pictures anyway. Last 3 months really tiring. I feel like I can finally rest up again. And my plan going on for the next year, take more time for me to relax, and better management of my personal time. This is my 6-month recap. Yeah, I pretty much have nothing to say really about it. It's just that I felt tired, and now I'm not tired anymore because I'm on break. But I'm very glad that I started working there. I'm super grateful that they gave a chance to me who has absolutely no experience in teaching. They hired me based off the experience that I had with all the kid classes that would give with the other company I used to work with my art activities and stuff, and obviously the experience that I had at the day camp. And here's my 2022 highlights. So you can see a little bit of like, you know, a higher resolution for my pictures. It's no more like printed pictures anymore. Mainly because due to the fact that I got hold on. This little thing now. It is a Instax Mini. It allows me to print photos out of my phone, and it like comes out as little Polaroids. And I really like this thingy. It's super cute. I really like it. So I just like put 2022 in pictures, like everything that happened. My hopes and dreams for the new year. Obviously, this is a little bit more personal. So I'm not gonna go into that. And oh, I didn't set up a quote. I didn't set up a like an end of the year quote. But yeah. So this is it, guys. This is my 2022 flip through journal. I hope that you found some inspiration through those themes. Once again, I want to repeat myself like I did in the videos. I am not sure if I'm gonna keep on working videos this year because obviously I just don't want to put some pressure on myself. But I feel like with the new way of editing, the new way for me of recording my journals, it goes so much better than it used to. So you might see another Play With Me video for February. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, this is the end of my 3-video mini-series of the beginning of the year. I don't know how to call them, but here you are. I hope that you enjoyed your time with me. I hope that the snacks were good. If you want to see more of my content, I invite you to join me during my streams. I mainly stream in the weekend from Thursday night, sometimes Friday night. But I for sure stream on every Saturday and Sunday. So I hope I'll be able to see you guys there if I don't make any more bullet journal video. And with that in mind, stay safe and stay pink. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye, friends. Bye bye.